Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants, and the cool thing about these guys is they got really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants, and the cool thing about these guys is they got really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants, and the cool thing about these guys is they got really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
What's up? Well, I just want to go ahead and do this live stream once again, just because I thought it was important, because today is the 16th anniversary of me at the zoo, which is the first video on YouTube. So I just want to kind of honor that and kind of get some feedback and kind of talk about me at the zoo, what it means to you, what it meant for me. But before I get into it, I just kind of want to, let's just go back to the original me at the zoo, and then we'll come back on here and get started and start talking about some things. You guys can ask some questions, and we'll just have a little fun with the 16th anniversary of me at the zoo, which is the first video on YouTube.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. The cool thing about these guys is that they have really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. The cool thing about these guys is that they have really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are.
Well, there's nothing like the original video. It means a lot to have the original video. I feel like I'm a part of me at the zoo because I did a reenactment video which got 1.3 million views, so I'm pretty honored to have that idea. So the first thing I want to do is kind of answer some of the questions. So one of the questions that I always get is, am I the same guy? Am I Jawed Karim? And the answer is no. But that doesn't mean I don't play on the fact that him and I may look alike. So if people ask in the comment section, are you Jawed Karim? I don't immediately answer and say yes or no. I just kind of play along the fact because, you know, my YouTube channel is Ryan Guerra, and that is Jawed Karim. So I don't feel like I have to always kind of mention that I'm not him. But let's go to the split screen while I look at some of these questions, and then you can kind of see how I reenacted the first video trying to get a lot of the mannerisms. So let's just go to that video and kind of take a look.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks,
that's cool.
and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks,
that's cool.
and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are.
Alright, that's pretty, you know, a lot of people give me a lot of credit for my reenactment video because I got a lot of the mannerisms that Jawed had in the first video on YouTube. So I really try to get the mannerisms and the way he spoke. That meant a lot for me to kind of really get the mannerisms and kind of get the essence of the first video. So I think that's what separated my video from any other reenactment video when I came on the scene 3 years ago, about 3 years ago. So that's what I try to do a little bit different, was really try to get his mannerisms. I got a question here. Are you going to do another zoo video? Well, I do go to the zoo. It might not be the reenactment, but I go to the zoo all the time. You know, I probably will. I think at some point I have to do it again, right? Whether it's at Zoo Miami, whether it's at another location, another zoo somewhere around the country. Maybe if I make it to California, I'd love to go to the first place, which is the San Diego Zoo, and do it from there. And I think that would be kind of cool. But you know, we'll see what happens. There is a video of my daughter who did the reenactment that I've saved, and the whole vlog from that day hasn't been released. So, you know, some of the ideas is to go back on there and kind of, you know, put that video out there. So, how did you get to work at the zoo? Joshua, I don't work at the zoo. So, one of the things I want to kind of mention is, you know, why did I come up with the idea for me at the zoo? Well, my family did a video in the 90s, and we reenacted Home Alone, and that was the first time we kind of reenacted it. And you can go to my YouTube channel and you can kind of see that. It's called Home Alone, and our family kind of reenacted that. So that was the first time that I kind of reenacted a video. Our family did it, so it's kind of in our family history. So about 3 years ago, I knew I was going to the zoo, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I just redid the video? I thought it'd be cool. But what I was trying to do was get other people to reenact the video and kind of tag it and make it a challenge, right? So I was trying to help the conservations, the zoos, and kind of shed a little light on there that you would have to go visit a zoo in your area, which would get people in the doors. So I have a travel and tourism website that kind of pays people to kind of share links, and when people buy stuff, if people share links, it's kind of like an affiliate program, just like Amazon. So I was really trying to encourage people to kind of, you know, share those links and kind of get it out there. And that's why I really did the video in the first place, was kind of make it a challenge, get people to go to visit their local zoo and make their own video of me at the zoo, because I knew other people would want to do it. So I always thought that was cool. Over the years, I've seen a lot of interest in this video, and it seemed after I made my video of me at the zoo, a lot of other people have made a video similar. I saw a video where people try to reenact it. I saw somebody try to make it in HD quality, so somebody who knows a lot of film work, they were able to make it HD. I saw somebody try to do a Snapchat version with all the filters. I thought that was pretty cool. And there's been some other pretty cool things. Let's just go back to the day I went.
All right, so here we are in front of the elephants, and the cool thing about these guys is they got really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. All right, so here we are in front of the elephants, and the cool thing about these guys is they got really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. All right, so here we are.
One thing I want to point out is the day I went to me at the zoo, it was hot as anything. I was sweating. Where the original video, Jawed's in a jacket and he looks cold. So April in San Diego is probably a little bit colder in the morning, where for me, it was hot as anything. And I was sweating, there was sweat dripping down my face, and it was just, you know, it was just something that, you know, different temperature. I got Joshua asking a question. After making the zoo video, did you know it was going to get popular, or did you not know? I never knew my video was going to make 1.3 million views. I think that's kind of been something that's been surprising. And the only reason why I think that video went there is, one, I look like Jawed, so there's a lot of similarities. And then two, I really got the mannerisms to it. And at first, if you notice on my channel, you'll see the video that I did by myself, that got like 361,000 views, but So that blew up first, and then all of a sudden the split screen version kind of went viral. And that was kind of surprising for me, that I didn't know that that video would be the one that would kind of take off. So it was a little surprising to see which video would kind of, you know, outrank each other. So that was interesting. I will say, over the years, I think the most awesome things is the people who comment on the video. There's been so many people that comment, and I try to read every one. And there's been some funny things. Like, I'll show you the video now, and I'll tell you what somebody pointed out as soon as I come back. So let me show you this video. I'll show you the split screen version, and I'll point out a couple things that people mentioned over the years.
All right, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks.
That's cool.
And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. All right, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks.
That's cool.
And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. All right, so here we are.
Well, one of the things that people pointed out was that the elephants are facing the same way, and they almost look like they're reenacting the video too. So somebody brought that to my attention, and I was, after looking at the video, I must have seen the video like hundreds of times, and I never really realized that the elephants are facing the same way. Now, I just noticed something right now that I don't think anybody's mentioned, is that I'm wearing a blue shirt, and he seems to be wearing a blue shirt, but the resolution's a little bit bad. So if you take off his jacket, you'll see him and I are kind of like wearing the same shirt. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see. What was the reason that made the video so popular? I don't know why the video made it so popular. I think, you know, it hit the YouTube recommendation section. And I think that is how the video went viral, is because somehow YouTube picked it up. Maybe I was pretty active on YouTube for the beginning part of this year, and then all of a sudden that video made it to the recommendation section in people's inboxes when people logged into YouTube. So that made the video kind of blow up a little bit. That was, you know, completely surprising on my part. I feel a little bit blessed on that. You know, it's always awesome to see that. So let's look at some of these other questions here. One thing I want to point out, people always ask, well, you must have made a lot of money. And I didn't monetize this video. I felt that this video would be something that should just go to the people, or go to the channel, go out there. So I never really made money off of this video. Even after 1.3 million views, I decided not to monetize this video. One, it was a reenactment, and two, I just want the people, I just wanted to give it where people didn't have to have a barrier to see the video. So it was only 18 seconds, really. How much could somebody put in it? The ad would be longer than the video, so I was like, nah, I'm not going to make this monetize. So this, I didn't monetize this video. So let me kind of read any more questions. Don't forget, I'm asking a couple questions. This is your chance to ask me what I think about this video, what I think about me at the zoo. Did anybody tag me or do a challenge? Whatever. Let's share a little split screen version of me at the zoo, and we'll just...
All right, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks. That's cool. And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. All right, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks. That's cool. And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. All right, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks. That's cool. And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. All right.
Well, I do want to point out that I've heard, and I don't know if any of you have noticed, but at the San Diego Zoo, I believe there's a plaque that kind of commemorates Jawed, the first video on YouTube. So if you're at San Diego, if anybody is in San Diego, it'd be cool to kind of, see that or confirm that. I thought that Zoo Miami would want to kind of work with me or kind of do something clever, something cool, or maybe put a plaque of my name out there, right? 1.3 million views, that's pretty cool. But there is no plaque at the Zoo Miami. So that would be something that would be cool. And maybe one year we could do something live. Maybe next year we could do something live and people can come up and do their own reenactment at the first video on YouTube at Zoo Miami. You forgot the elephants have really, really big ears. I believe they have really long trunks. Let's see what else I can share about me at the zoo. Let's go to split screen until I come up with something else real quick.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is they got really, really, really long trunks. And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is they got really, really, really long trunks. And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys.
Well, like always, it's always nice that you guys have supported the video. I do want to say there's a guy named Ray Mack who commented on the video. I think that's like the biggest person. And one of the things I want to share about that, what I've learned, is there's a guy named Ray Mack. You guys might know of him. He comments on everybody's video. And I thought it was interesting that so many people are afraid to like a video or comment on somebody else's video. And I thought, or what I've learned from seeing Ray Mack, is that he comments and says something about the video, and everybody comments, and he brought in a lot of views to that video. So I want to say to Ray Mack, I mean, I appreciate it. And a lot of people give him a hard time for liking or commenting on somebody's video, but in today's day and age, there's so many people that can say negative things, and for him to come on there and say, hey, this is the HD versus, not HD version, and people give him a hard time. I thought that was pretty interesting, that you can actually grow your YouTube channel just by commenting and liking other people's videos. So if you're on YouTube, you're trying to grow your channel, maybe that's a strategy that can work for you, which is just comment and say nice things on as many videos as possible just to get yourself out there. Let's give a couple updates, a couple shout outs here. XX Tony, can you say hola? Hola. Any chance of doing the video again in 2021? Maybe. I would love to do it again, but I don't know if I want to do it from Zoo Miami. I'd have to go to a different zoo. Let's see. Short clips, what's up? Joshua, you forgot to have really long, I already answered yours. Finally, you are not yourself. Don't know what that means. One of the things that a lot of people mention is the RTX on versus RTX off on the split screen video. And I had to look that up because I didn't know what the heck that meant. But now I do know. So if you know about RTX on, RTX off, you probably play Roblox or Minecraft, so you'd probably know. Let's go to a split screen.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really, really, really long trunks.
That's cool.
And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that
I'm getting ready to leave. I'll call you back. I'm doing a live stream.
Really long trunks.
That's cool.
And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
All right, I'm going to be winding down this video soon. I just want to kind of get on here and share that it's been an honor to kind of attach my name and my channel to the first video on YouTube. It's been a heck of a ride for the past, I don't know, 2.5 years since I released my version of the video. Jacob, I see you don't know how to make videos. Everybody knows how to make videos. There's enough tutorials on YouTube that you can learn. That's what I do. I spend a lot of time trying to learn and perfect the craft. One thing I wanted to learn now today is how to go live. And if anybody knows, I'm using OBS, which is open source broadcasting. So it's pretty cool. I recommend it. And let's see. That's it. I think we're fading here. Predictor Pro. Don't know how to say your name. What's up? Let's go back to...
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks. And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants, and the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants, and the cool thing about...
one of the things I want to point out, it's amazing that the first video on YouTube has so many views. I think it's like 175 million views and so many subscribers. Let me take a look now to see. All right, the first video on YouTube has like 175 million views and 1.83 million subscribers. And that many subscribers, and Jawed doesn't want to come back on. I think that's crazy that he doesn't want to come back on. I mean, everybody, there's some parodies out there. Some people kind of mention that I would think that Jawed needs to come back. I would even think that the people at YouTube would want to kind of see him back. So I do want to mention, probably end on this point, that there was one time that Jawed commented on my video. There's some people that documented it and made a playlist about the videos that Jawed commented on. Now, there's a little speculation whether Jawed actually commented or he got hacked. So that's been a big debate. And for the life of me, I couldn't understand why Jawed's account got hacked. And then somebody made a video and they showed how they could comment as somebody else. So I thought that was interesting. But the fact that Jawed commented on my video under his verified account, for a long time it was there, then it kind of disappeared. So I wonder if YouTube kind of caught on and said, hey, you know what, let's clean this up, let's make this right. We don't want to have a hack comment all around YouTube. So it was on my channel for a while, and then they kind of removed it. So there was a lot of people thinking like, oh, how can a hack comment be there? And I always thought that as long as it was a verified account and that his comment was there, then hey, that was pretty legit. I don't know how people would hack YouTube. I don't have those skills, so I wouldn't know. But anyways, one of the things, let me go to the video real quick. I got one more thing to end on. So let me just play the split screen while I do a little search.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants.
And
the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks.
That's cool.
And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long.
All right, I'm going to end on this point unless there's any more questions. So it's amazing that I don't know how spamming works, but if you look at the comment section on the original video of me at the zoo, you'll see comments flying in there left and right. And it's just so many, it's unbelievable. I'm a big believer that if you have a YouTube channel, you should really turn off the comments if you're not going to manage them. I think that there's a lot of hate. I think there's a lot of trolls. I think there's a lot of negativity that can main there. So I feel that YouTube or any YouTuber should turn the comments off if they're not going to manage it and make it a safe place for everybody to hang out at. I think that having a comment section that's wide open is not right. And I definitely think that you should have the comment sections turn off automatically if you don't respond to comments. I just think that that's something that after paying attention to my video and seeing how many people would comment on my video, there's been some hate, there's been some pretty bad comments that I actually manage and I kind of clean up because I want my video and my channel to actually have a good thing. People ask all sorts of questions on there and that I don't feel appropriate, so I delete it. I feel proud about that because I manage it. And if you look right now at the Me at the Zoo, you'll see that they're not managing that comment section, and I think that should be turned off. Anyways, let me do the split screen, and then we're going to end this video. So let me do the split screen again.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks. That's cool. And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks. That's cool. And that's cool.
Alright, so I'm going to wind down this video. I definitely want to say thanks for everybody for watching. I do have another video that I reenacted, and I'm going to do a live stream in 2 days on Sunday. And that video is called Stuck in the House. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. So hold on, let me give you a preview, and then we're going to do a live stream talking about Stuck in the House on Sunday. But let me do a quick, hold on 1 second.
Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks. That's cool. And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks. That's cool. And that's cool.
Alright, so I'm going to do, there was another video that I reenacted and I pretty much did it 90% of the original thing. It's called Stuck in the House. It's a song by Pete Davidson and Adam Sandler. And that video I learned a lot, and I can't wait to talk about that and do a live stream. The original video was dropped April 25th, 2020. So in 2 days I want to talk about it, but I'm going to give you a quick preview of that video right now, so that way you have something to look forward to. We're going to do that again on Sunday, so take a look.
I'm stuck in the core, got nothing to do. I miss my friends, they miss me too. Sick of watching shows and talking on Zoom. Hiding from my mom, whack it in the bathroom. Sick of the same old questions.
Alright, that's going to be Sunday's live stream where we talk about the 1-year anniversary of Stuck in the House. I just want to say thanks everybody for coming on here and talking. I really think it's cool to be able to have this opportunity to reach out and talk to you guys. Hey, short clips. I'd love to see Me at the Zoo Part 3. You know, I've heard some cool things over the years. Me at the Zoom, Me at the Moon. There's been a lot of cool things that's been, you know, people have said that I've participated and kind of really put out there. There's been some awesome videos and awesome content. I've seen my video go to a bunch of playlists. And I think that's a cool strategy. If you can get your video on some popular playlist or create your own playlist, that's a good way to kind of get some traffic to your channel. You'll be surprised that those playlists really work too. And that's about it. So I appreciate you guys all coming on here. I can't believe it's the 16th anniversary of Me at the Zoo. That video is older than some of you that are coming on here. A lot of people say, hey, this video is older than me. It's not older than me. But so that video is older than a lot of people that are on here. I think that's cool. There's some people that have the same birthday as April 23rd. So if it's your birthday today, happy birthday. And that's about it, man. Hey, yes, gives us motivation to watch. BN quotes. That's awesome. I try to motivate people, try to have a good place on here. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to end the stream, and I'm just going to play the little split screen one more time before we end, just in honor of Me at the Zoo, the 16th anniversary. Take care.
Here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks.
That's cool.
And that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephants. And the cool thing about these guys is that they got really long trunks.
That's cool.
And that's cool.